Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady D. So here with me and my cat that's there asleep as usual on the bed behind me. So this will be my reading for the week ahead, for the reading for the collective. Now, we've just had the full moon that happened last night, and I must say it was a very strong full moon. Even I felt the effects of it, which I felt very emotional, things bubbling up to the surface here. It wasn't a great full moon. I didn't feel great, I must admit, but I wonder how everyone else felt with that full moon energy that came up. So what's coming up in the week ahead? The main things we've got coming up here is we've got Venus moving direct. It's actually in a station. We call it moving station because it won't just move straight forward. It kind of just sort of hovers there and before it starts to move forward. On the 4th of September. Now, we're on the 5th. We've then got Jupiter, which is going backwards, retrograding. So that will be happening till the 31st of December. So really, we've only been having one planet moving forward, because even though Jupiter technically, when I'm making this video, until the 5th is moving forward, it's actually kind of stationed. So we only have Mars moving direct. And if you've been feeling tired or less lack of motivation, that would be why. We've also got coming up on the more like the 3rd over the weekend, we do have Pluto squaring Chiron, also with the nodes. This is to do with like a life lesson or destiny. Could be a change or some sort of healing that might take place, or something that reveals itself that might be dealing with like a painful issue that's coming up as well. With the Venus moving direct, this might be like a battle of egos. We could see something financial happen here, or even over war or love and war. It's like when it turns on, I think we'll feel it. And as I said, we're dealing with Leo, so the battle of egos here. Leos don't like to get the ego bruised. So to see what's going to come up with that. What's going to come up during the week, as I said, tired, lethargic, not motivated could come up. People wanting a handout or money. And I could see like a building or a tower, and I feel like this was doing with the financial market. It's like I saw it sort of starting to sort of come down, not completely topple over, but just sort of start to come down. So I feel like there could be something financial happen. Even I heard today on the news that there's another building company that's gone collapse here in Sydney. So it could be something like that coming up. I don't feel like, because we've got Jupiter still in Taurus, even though it is moving backwards, the energy won't be as strong. It'll be more internal, but it's going to be building energy up for when it moves forward. I don't feel like it's going to completely collapse the financial system, not until it moves out, which will be next year when it goes into Gemini. And with the Pluto still in a Capricorn, and when it moves into Aquarius, which is like more next year. Okay, so we've got here the collective need to wake up. So like alarm bells start ringing off, so I hope more people might start waking up, or people need to wake up, that we're going to start hearing like alarm bells going off. Okay, so we've got here unexpected events unfolding, and not knowing where to watch or what to look at is going to be coming up. Nervous energy, people feeling bored, overexposed, so it could be a sense of something situation or something coming up here where it's overexposed, or you might be feeling a bit overexposed too. It's got here enjoy nature and simple things in life, so maybe going within this week. And there could be some weird, strange event that might be coming up. It could be like a sacrifice, or some sort of strange event could be coming up sort of after the weekend, or over the weekend, or after the weekend as well. Could coming up this week ahead. It's gonna be, I feel, maybe even an intense, strange week that's coming up, with the feelings that especially with this full moon that we've just had. It was just, even I felt it, and I don't get emotional. I don't get affected by them. Even full moons, new moons, I don't get affected by it, but I did that one. So just take care. And also I feel like everyone, because of how everything is, people are trying to grasp at straws in trying to get their life moving. Yesterday when I was at the shop, and this lady came in and she brought some stuff, and then she went out and she just came back, and she came up to me and she was like, what can I buy to get my house sold? She's like, I'm saging, I'm buying some lucky crystal, or some lucky item. She's buying candles, she's done this and she's done that. For me, I'm not someone who manifests. I believe in the planets. I know when the planet, when something's meant to happen, it's going to happen. I believe in life purpose, life destiny, soul contracts. So, and because she's coming to the shop, I did suggest, you can buy a citrine for abundance. But I also explained to her, at the moment, it's not a good time to even sell a house. I mean, I'm trying to sell my old car. I know it's not a good time to sell it, and I'm just sort of waiting to see what's happening after the retrogrades. Not only that too, and I said to her, the right person that's going to buy your house needs to find your house. We've all got different destinies. We've got different paths to play. And yes, we interact with each other because we're meant to. It's in our path. It's in our contracts. So it's, I didn't say it's already been written, but I said to her, the right person just hasn't come yet, because it's like everything has to line up for you to meet each other, for them to buy your house. And that's the thing with people that manifest. I know people are usually manifesting people, or they're not. I'm not. But I've even done lives before where people have said, they've done everything and they're not manifesting, it's not happening. Sometimes things aren't meant to happen. That's reality. It's like sometimes, we ask for something as a child and sometimes we can't get it. And it is when things are meant to happen. It's even things that I've really wanted in my life to happen and it hasn't happened. When I used to go to get readings when I was younger, they would all say that I would settle down and have kids when I was later in life. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, how much later in life is this going to take? So, and it doesn't, because everything that we do, other people are involved. It's other people's paths, other people's destinies, and their soul contracts. So just try to remember that, if you are trying to manifest something, it doesn't really matter what you buy and what you're trying to do. If it's not meant to be at this time, it won't happen. That's something that's a reality thing. And yes, I do believe crystals, they can help you. I do feel like my crystal ball helps me. I'm intuitive. Whether it's in my head, I don't know, but I do feel something when I do hold my crystal ball. It's like my anxieties. Sometimes when I do feel like motivated, I use the oils, or I've got stuff for my nerves that I do to help me with my anxiety. And I got some of a naturopath that I know for my anxiety, for the events that are coming up. So those things, yes, they will assist you. I'm still going to go out there and put myself out there and do it. So just wanted people to just think about that. And if you are someone who is struggling at the moment because you are trying to manifest, and as I said to this lady, ideally you don't want to sell anyway, and not until at least after the 16th of September, just with especially Venus and Mercury in retrograde. Probably sound like a crazy person, but that's just how I go with the planets. But I did just want to say, people, so yeah, if you are someone who's trying to manifest and make things happen, it's not working out, it's nothing you're doing wrong, it's just not meant to be at this time. Just know that. Okay, I'm going to use my Alice in Wonderland cards. Let's have a look here. For this week ahead, what's coming up? Okay, let's start to stick together. Okay. Now, even in my head, I am seeing the Tower card still. So there's something that's going to cave, something that is going to fall. It's like destruction of some sort. I also saw the water, the big wave, and they had that big hurricane that happened in America. So I hope everyone's okay with that big hurricane. You might feel like that something doesn't fit or make sense. You've outgrown something even. You really are trying to reach for something that may not be there or available just right now. Where as a collective, we could also feeling like we're trying to save up energy. As I said, there could be a sense of tiredness here and wanting to time to relax. But at the same time, it could be you feel you're the only one that knows what's going on, or it stands out. I think since 2020, some of us do feel like we're the odd ones out here. So there is something about standing out too. And people, there even could be a thing of being here like mesmerized, or people sort of falling for a trap, or falling for some sort of spell that's coming on. Like here, like the pipe, like this card to me is like the Pied Piper. For Australia here, I do feel like we got that voice coming up. I am seeing the Prime Minister, so I do feel like it's something about that voice that's coming up here as well. You need to go with what you feel with that. And it's like people are really starting to be more in tune, more knowing what's going on. People are also trying to be very warm and open with you too. It also could be feeling like this week that you are sort of free falling, like you haven't been able to touch the ground, or your reality is out of whack. That's coming out. There's like two sides that are coming up here. I keep on seeing our Prime Minister. So in Australia, it's like there's going to be this side. I feel like the no side's going to be more coming out this week. But it's like at the same time, we are protected by something. There is something shielding us from whatever, it could be our fears, what we're scared of, but there is something protecting us and shielding us for things, But it's also, we can't be oblivious to stuff. So there could be a thing where people feeling blinded or oblivious to things, and we can't feel like that moving forward. And then it could be like people, like someone, that's could be bullying or saying that they're right. People, and this could be to do like debates and things that are going on around the world. We've got the people on one side and the other side, but it's going to be someone that's coming out a bit bossy, they're right. I almost kind of think of this like Donald Trump. With his card, I'm thinking of Donald Trump. It's like he might even get momentum this week. There could be some sort of ruling that comes out to do with some court cases. I am seeing more legal stuff with him coming out this week. But anyway, there's a following here. So the people are listening to this person that's up on the podium. They're being listened to, they're believing. And it's giving them some sort of belief, some sort of hope. But I feel like with this card here, where it's like we're not fitting in, we've outgrown something, we're feeling quite exhausted, quite sort of puffed out. And it's hard. It's like things are feeling quite hard as well. That's coming up with that. Could be a sense of people wanting to hide and not face reality and face what's going on around them. And people wanting to really try and take charge, but they're hiding away as well. So let me just see what else I can get for you. Okay. This week is going to be a week of non-nonsense and people charging through, forging through things. There's a battle that's going to be taking place. For people who did not see this coming and thought it would never happen. But here it is. The big battle is about to begin. Is about to take place. And you'll all be on one side or the other side. And which out a place and where you are fitting in. It's going to feel like all sorts. But you're going to get through it. It's going to be okay and it's going to be challenging. But you'll all get through it. Okay, so let's do, I'm only going to do 3 cards again today, because I do have a lot I got to get done today too, so let's see. Okay, so card number 1. With this card here, it is about moving forward. It's about you're being impatient this week. You really want to move forward, step forward. You want to get out of someone's shadow. You want the limelight for yourself. You're sick of being bullied or being told what to do. There is someone around you who keeps on like belittling you or feeling like you're less. And this week you're trying to overcome that. You really want to see through their BS and you're wanting to just move forward away from anyone that's toxic or negative. There's a lot of energy around you this week. You are feeling like you're being pushed in a different direction. You are worthy and you know you can get there. It is a week of you wanting to be fulfilled, achieving success. But at the same time, the week is feeling a bit slow for you as well. It's a time for you where it's like don't forget. Something about not forgetting things this week. Okay, card number 2, which is this card here. This week for you, it is about a no-nonsense attitude as well. There is financial decisions that need to be made. You're sitting there and waiting for something to happen or to fall in your lap or go on your doorstep, but you're going to have to go and make these things happen for yourself. There are challenges. You might find there's things just not working out and things just not falling into place for you at the moment. There is a sense about family in unity or trying to create a family balance here. It's about spending time. It can be about planning a holiday for you or travel that's could be coming up for you for this week. You're really trying to create a balance in your life. You might be overdoing it a bit in terms of overindulging, and it might be time to sort of try not to overindulge too much. You're also maybe skipping meals, like you need to look at your diet or have like a balanced diet this week for you as well. But you are looking at directions. There even could be some sort of presentation that you're having to present this week to try and you're for a job to move forward, but you not might hear back from it. Third card, which is this card here, it's like you need time out with this card. You need time out. You just wanting things to move forward. You're being very impatient. You're needing to have some sort of freedom, a balance, but wanting to be free. You're sick of being held down and stuck, and the only way here's for you to go is up. You're seeking change. You're seeking also some sort of resolution on an issue that's been building up for a while now, and you're also wanting peace and not wanting to be around people who are stupid or silly too with this card. And you're sick of being around beginners. You want to be around people who are more being fulfilled in life as well with that card too. And then you don't want anyone that's sneaky either. No sneakiness around. Okay, so the restaurant, the Italian restaurant, that is booked out. So we're booked out for that a month in advance. We're booked out, which is great news. I am getting very nervous and anxious about that. But that should be a really good event on the 1st of October. So if you are wanting to get tickets, I mean, we'll see. It could happen. We could do another one. We'll just see how this one goes. But you never know. But I do have some fairs and things on coming up this month. I'm at Mingara. That's coming up towards the end of the the middle of the month, Mingara. And then I'm also on the 26th at Mingara. And then I think it's 26th of September. Let me just check. It could be the 24th of September. I have to double check those dates. And then on the 30th, then the coast, and then the 1st at the restaurant. I've got a lot coming up for this month in October too. So thank you for your likes, shares and comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.